You said you would. Yeah, but... And I hate it when people say they're going to do something and they don't even do it. It's not that easy. It doesn't matter really, does it? It's like my dad says, people never come up with the goods. Mum reckons we'll all have different mates by the end of the year anyway. Don't say that. We'll still be friends. Maybe we all don't want to do the same kind of things. I want to help us make some money. Sammy doesn't. OK, I'll deal with it.
Hey, mate.
Karen, wait. I can't believe you haven't spoke to her. She must have said something.
Like what?
Like, about me.
You know, Maddie, she keeps it all in. That bite still smells of poo.
Look, is she seeing someone else now?
No, Baz.
Well, does she fancy someone else?
No. Not that I know of. Look, Baz, it didn't work out. She's moved on. Just get over it. You'd be better off spending your time cleaning up.
Chloe, you did get them.
Yeah, but if my dad finds out I've had it...
Sammy, he owns loads of supermarkets.
No, my family owns...
No, he must sell billions of them. He's not going to miss a couple of boxes. Come on.
Give it back.
Me, what? Wait, give me a battery!
Hey, this thing still stinks. Sort it out. No way. You and your little crew dump the dump, so you can clean it.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, just some kids mucking around.
Come here. Hey, you know what that pathetic Chloe's gone and done? Only got the same car as you.
The same?
Yeah, I thought you girls have to copy us to be cool.
Exactly the same.
Exactly. Anyway, when are you going to bring yours in for me? I thought I was going to lend it.
He's broken, and anyway... The girls robbed it, didn't they?
You let some meffy girls rob it off you.
It's okay, they'll get bored of it soon and give us it back. It's no big deal. So I'll catch you later, then.
Hi, Martin.
Hello.
Who are you listening to?
Computer.
Yeah, I mean, what's on?
Oh, it's for the radio. I like listening to the voices. My mum said it'd be a good idea now that Josh isn't around to talk to me.
What about Kathy?
Yeah, Kathy still talks to me, but not the same as she used to. She said that we can do things together, but now I think she's changed her mind. Did I make a joke?
No, Martin, you didn't. You know, Malachay is planning these big project things using this place. Yeah, well, I was thinking about getting involved in that.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, listening to you, Martian. Just talking, man. No tunes.
It's Radio 4.
Happening sound. Playing it in all the top clubs, Martian.
Taylor. So we'll talk about the CLC thing, Martin, yeah? What did you go and say that for?
What?
What if a teacher sees?
It's worth the risk. We'll rake it in if we undercut the tuck shop. We'll go on, like we said.
Chloe, you know, I'm really not sure I should have taken them.
Nah, you did brilliant. I knew you would. 2. And get it to order the same for tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Quick!
Alex can't give now.
Ain't got no car.
What's that you're hiding in your bag then? Open it.
It's none of your business.
She's got knocked hard, she won't mind looking, will she?
Why don't you just give Alex his car back?
Open it. No! That car's in her bag and I'm going to get it out.
Tug, are you sure about this?
It's waterproof and we want it cleaning, so...
Tug, you're crazy.
Come on, boys.
If anyone asks, we weren't there.
Don't, because you're in a knack over the tea.
Miss, you're in our form. Where's my lot, Mr. Malachay?
I think that's Mr. Malachy's idea of a little joke.
You what?
Well, Mr. Malachay was covering the first week of term, but only as a stand-in tutor. I'm afraid you're stuck with me from now on.
You serious?
Yes.
That's brilliant, miss.
Well, I never expected such a warm welcome.
Miss, you're not going to mark us down as late, are you? Because we're here now.
Listen, you lot, I hope you don't think you're going to get away with misbehaving just because you've been spared Mr. Malachay.
No, miss.
Just lateness, miss.
I'm being serious. This year is an important year for you. You've got SATs. You need to think about your GCSE choices.
Oh, not this again.
We heard all this from him, miss.
And you're going to hear it again, because it's important. I know it seems like a long way off before you leave school,
But what you decide now could affect your future.
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
You have to think very, very carefully and make an informed choice. You need to play to your strengths, have realistic goals. So, do any of you know what you want to do when you leave school?
Professional footballer, miss.
Professional footballer, miss.
No, miss.
So GCSE choices don't really affect us much, miss.
We don't need him, miss.
Well, well, well. Looks like I've got my work cut out for me again this year. Go on, off to class.
You two had to stop selling, because it made me killing. Yeah, but this is only the beginning. It's so easy, we're going to be blinging.
The thing is, I'm not sure I can.
What?
I thought it was going to be like a one-off. I just can't keep stealing from the shop.
It's not stealing. My dad calls it enterprising. You should be proud of you.
My homework's in my bag, and my bag's still up the tree. So why don't you just tell the teacher? No! You'll get into trouble otherwise. Well, I don't want to be a grass.
Oh, you have to get your friends to fight your battles for you, Eclipse.
No, I didn't.
You're going to tell the teacher some girls took your toy car as well.
No. Leave him alone.
Shut it, Spikey. Can't fight his own battles.
Yeah, well, I don't see you picking on him when your friends aren't around to back you up.
I don't need any help making Fatso look so stupid. He does a good job all by himself.
So why don't you leave him alone?
Head. Oh, I'm really sorry. I didn't realise how much I was upsetting the big fat lardy pie eater.
Leave him alone!
Hey, get off of you!
All right, settle down. Back to your seats.
I knew this would happen.
What's that? For the next project,
It'll be in the locker.
So you need to
So what are you gonna do?
where your continents are, which seas where, your oceans.
Whoa!
Whilst it appears to be nothing more than an ordinary wristwatch, I can actually download data from my hard drive and carry it around with me until I need to use it elsewhere.
Cool.
Say, I'm not playing in midfield.
Is this about IT?
See, there's nothing wrong with temperament.
I'm demonstrating the future here, Johnson. We'll talk about football later. So, what do you think, Benson? Very 007, isn't it?
Say, I know it's nothing to do with IT, but I was just...
Do you know why this is so clever, Patrick? Adaptability. An old-fashioned item that evolves to keep up with new ways of thinking. Something we can all learn from, can't we?
You do know you'd never get in a football academy as a striker.
Yeah, you know you could never get on a year 7 team.
You'd never get in a year 7 girls team.
I could give it a rest.
What are you looking at that for?
Emma told me about it.
You don't fancy her now, do you? Or Andy should wear some Emma.
If we guess her password, we can have some fun, can't we?
Yeah, try Munter.
Try annoying.
Annoying Munter.
I'm in.
What did you type?
Tigger.
What?
That's her password. Tigger.
As if that's stupid.
That's what I typed.
Why would a password be Tigger?
I don't know that airhead thinks, do I?
I do. Her password is the last thing that anyone would expect.
Smart lad. Oh, quick, what do we do now, Odin? Do you see any French lads writing to her now?
See? There are other things in life than football.
Hurry up!
Shh, a minute, I'm doing it.
How do you even know it's in there? Are you sure you've got the right combination?
Told you could trust me to get your car back.
You're only doing it so you can have it.
No, I'm not. I'm doing it. So that.
Oh.
That was the last time you seen this.
Rio.
Why do I have to go in goal? I'm always in goal.
Yeah, because you're rubbish everywhere else, so you might as well be rubbish in goal. Seeing as no one else wants to do it.
So then why do I even have to play? Do I make everyone else do something I like? No, I don't think so.
Yeah. That'll be good. Double watching telly, that's next lesson.
Hardly watched any telly all summer, actually. Went on my bike. You know, things like that instead.
Yeah, that healthy eating thing you've been doing, it's paid off. You're much fitter now, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you got no excuse for letting them score then, have you? Come on.
Hey, footy. Hey, bruv, yeah! Oh, why?
Oi! Hey, someone's made a good job of that. You're a dead man.
Would have hurt that.
Ali, you've done stop letting them score.
Bonjour, mes enfants. Où est le singe, s'il vous plaît?
Where is the monkey?
Languages are not my area of interest, as you know, Year 11. But had I the opportunity to utilize some of this fine technology when I was at school, I would now probably be speaking better French than Thierry Henry. So, you lot should be fluent by the time of the French exchange visit. Now, I know we may have lost a playing field a couple of years ago, but look at the benefits we are reaping now. I'm planning various projects. It's up to you if you'd like to take part.
What are the projects going to be, sir?
Is it going to be another DVD project, sir?
Well, no, not necessarily, but there will be other projects.
Music project, sir.
Well, I have quite a few music-based ideas. For instance, I would like us to develop our own musical themes across the Grange Hill network.
Our own...
Themes. You know, the little sounds you hear when you open and close programs and that sort of thing. We're going to compose our own. I also thought...
Don't, sir. I'm still trying to cope with the excitement of musical themes.
This is your chance to show off what you've learned about the continents and the oceans and where they are in relation to one another. Geography means that you never have to be lost again.
Miss, you say that every lesson.
Chloe, you don't seem to be getting very far.
I am, miss. It's meant to look like a total eclipse.
Well, I'm afraid the continents are still there, even during an eclipse. Draw them on.
Andy, maybe no one's ever explained it to you, but the goalie's allowed to use his hands.
Well, I told you it was rubbish.
If you let him score and never get my position back.
Stop going on at me.
So stop playing.
Tim, what's going on here?
Miss, it's meant to be the world after it's been hit by a giant asteroid.
Fed up with it now.
That's very imaginative, but it's not really helping with your mapping skills. Should that be out in my class?
No, miss.
In your bag now.
I haven't got my bag, miss.
Collect it at the end of the lesson.
Well, I thought that theme would be program closed.
Fair play, sir. Now you've explained it, I can see it's going to be dead exciting.
It's only one idea, Jules.
What about a radio station?
Have you got any other ideas as good as that, sir?
Thank you, Mitchell. Valuable input as always. Mitchell, what are you doing here?
I don't know.
Go and get to where you need to be.
I must have got confused, sir.
But, sir, he should be here. He's brilliant on computers.
When he chooses to demonstrate that in lessons, he can join us. Go on, Mitchell, quickly.
He knows better than anyone how this stuff works. Go on.
I've got to go.
He's really good on the music software. Show them.
No.
Go on, Taylor, show us. Go on, I'd love to see that.
If it's all right with you.
Well, enlighten us, please.
That's it, Andy. Andy.
What sort of a tackle was that?
You're not going off.
I can't put any weight on it.
Andy, I said there's nothing wrong with it.
Hang on a minute.
One man down. Looks like I could be in double figures here, Tom.
Right, I'll go in.
Not bad, Mitchell. Why didn't you tell us you had these hidden talents?
Didn't think you'd be interested, being so busy with your themes and all.
Well, if someone has a better idea of the musical themes, I'll run with it. But until then...
What about a radio station, sir?
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, that's what this place needs. Decent tunes.
Letting us do what we want. As if.
It'd be well good. He'd be great.
Well, hang on.
We could broadcast it before school and lunch and stuff.
It could all be done digitally. It's quite simple.
Hang on. There's not going to be a radio station.
Sir?
This school had a radio station years ago, and it ended in a complete disaster. I'm sorry, it's a no-go. How about this one?
Happy days.
How did he get in? Come on, let's go get him. No, hang on. But we've got to get them back after we gave him the stupid car back as well. I know. Tigger's gonna pay. How? Follow me.
Oh, 3-2, mate. 3-2.
All right.
Listen, Don't feel bad, midfield's an important position too.
Get lost.
Listen, you couldn't hack it in the box.
Scored 2.
Past Andy, my nan could score 2 past Andy.
I thought you said your nan was dead.
Exactly.
Thank you. Mrs. Passenger, about our earlier conversations, the CLC, my ideas, I'd like the students to develop new musical themes for the Grange Hill network. You know, the little sounds you hear when you open and close programs and so forth.
Right. Well, I had hoped for something a little more dynamic out of the CLC.
Dynamic? What would you prefer? A rock group? A radio station?
Radio? Now that does sound interesting.
Well, sir, I'm talking, Turner.
I think a radio station would be excellent for Grange Hill. What a great idea, Mr. Malachay. Don't you think so? Well done. I knew you'd develop innovative ideas in this post. Keep me informed on developments.
Thank you, Mrs. Passenger.
Sir, can I
Sir,
go?
I'm not playing in midfield, am I?
Yes, Johnson.
Sir.
Yes, Mr. Rivers was telling me that you kept a clean sheet after Turner's departure.
Yeah, so as I say, what's the point of me playing in midfield?
No point at all, Johnson.
I see.
That's why I'm putting you in goal.
In goal?
Happy days, Tigger.
Sir.
A blinding performance is what Mr. Rivers said, and we've been without a good keeper for far too long.
But I can't go in goal. What about when the scout comes, sir?
Well, he'll be looking for the same thing I'm looking for. Team players. That's out in the field or in the net.
Mr. Malachay.
Yes, Turner, you can go. But you'll have to miss the practice match this afternoon if your leg's that bad.
Really, sir? Good head. But, sir...
Johnson, football is not about one person. It's about 11 people. Of course, if you'd prefer to play no part in the team at all...
No, sir, I'll play.
I'm looking forward to it, sir. Just keep sending them over the top, and I'll knock them in.
What?
Sir, Mr. Malachay.
Yes, what is it?
Sir, I don't know if I should be saying this. It's just that we feel like you're the only teacher we can trust.
Well, what seems to be the problem?
Well, the thing is, I'm not one to tell tales, but
But?
there's this boy in our year, Alex. He's a bit overweight,
Yes.
and we think he's being bullied.
Bullied?
We think this other kid's been stealing his sweets off him every day and stashing it in his locker.
Nice to see so many of you staying late to use the CLC.
Yes, miss.
I just spoke to Mr. Malachay, and he was telling me about his idea for a radio station project.
Yeah, I know. It's a shame, isn't it, miss?
You don't like the idea? I think it'd be fantastic.
Can we do it, miss? Yes.
Excellent. Obviously, I'd have to discuss it further with Mr. Malachay, but you'd all be enthusiastic to be involved, would you?
Yeah.
Great. I'll tell Mr. Malachay his ideas a go then. We'll be pleased.
His idea?
It was our idea.
It was Martin's idea.
Typical.
You should say something, Martin.
What should I say?
Tell Malachy's out of order.
No, I know who should say something. Mr. Malachy's golden boy.
What? I can't say something.
Why not?
Well, because he's not going to tell Bassinger he nicked the idea just because I say so.
You're pathetic.
No, just because...
No, you know your problem, Baz. You're only interested in yourself.
All right, calm down.
No, I won't calm down. Yeah, you've got your problems, Baz, but who hasn't? You seem to use your dad as an excuse to act however you like.
Oh, I'm the selfish one, am I, Maddie? Well, what about you? Don't care who you walk all over, do you? Just so long as you get your own way? Ooh! Real lover's tiff. You want something to do, Maddie? Do it yourself.
Yeah.
Is this your locker, Johnson Jr.?
Yes, sir, why?
Spot check.
Our pastor never told us about no spot check.
That's because I've just invented the concept, especially for you. Is that your car?
No, sir, borrowed it off me, mate.
Borrowed? Really? Well, come on, open up.
Sir, I've just remembered I forgot my combination.
Don't pull that one on me, boy.
Sir, what are you looking for?
I won't know till I find it. Well, let's just say there happens to be a lot of sweets in this locker. I'd be very interested to know where you got them from.
Sweets?
Yes, Johnson, sweets. Now get over here.
Sir, why would I have sweets? I mean, no sweets in here, sir.
Open it.
If you've nothing to hide, you won't mind him looking, will ya?
Sir, if this is about some girls grasping...
I've got to get to a football match, Johnson. I've no time for this. Did you steal these sweets from another pupil?
But...
Did you steal these sweets?
No, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Right. You just earned yourself a very interesting introduction with Mrs. Bassinger.
Oh, sir, it's not like that.
Exactly like your brother, but worse. As you're so clearly interested in diet, you'll be volunteering as my right-hand man on the healthy eating campaign. You should also be aware that, like stealing, we stamp on bullying in this school, Johnson.
Bullying? What?
Stay away from that boy, Alex Pickering, got it? Or you'll be in trouble like you won't believe.
Oh, Alex, but...
Whose car is that?
What?
The car that you borrowed. From whom did you borrow it?
Alex Pickering, sir.
No malarkey, understand?
No.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
I knew you'd be trouble the moment I heard your name, Johnson Jr. I'm going to take a very special interest in you. Mrs. Bassinger's office, morning break tomorrow.
Miss Bassinger.
Running? I expect Year 11 to set an example.
How about the teacher setting an example?
Taylor?
It's not fair, miss.
What isn't?
Mr. Malachay giving
Have you
it...
got something to say about Mr. Malachay?
Yeah. Wasn't it his idea for the radio station?
It was Martin's, miss.
Martin's?
Taking the credit for the special needs kid's idea. Nice.
Martin is not special needs, and I will not have him referred to in that way, Taylor. I'm sure Mr. Malachay didn't explain himself properly. I only spoke to him very briefly.
So you'll make sure Martin gets the credit for it, won't you, miss?
I will have a word with Mr. Malachay.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, nice one, Taylor. I'm glad someone's got some guts around here.
How did that get there?
Don't know, sir.
It's Alex, isn't it? I think these belong to you? Somebody took them from you, didn't they?
Well, no.
You can tell me in complete confidence.
But it's not what you think.
Alex, I don't know how it was at Key Stage 2, but one thing we won't tolerate at Grange Hill is bullying. And we can take steps to stop this from happening. We can help you take steps. For instance, no one can take your sweets from you if you don't bring sweets in. I'm encouraging pupils to eat more healthily anyway, so why not bring in an apple instead?
Who's stealing sweets off me?
Well, if there's anything you want to talk about, my door is always open, okay? Now, ask Mr. Scott, the caretaker, to help you get that down.
There, always eclipsed boy. Bet you fed your fat face with a whole lot by tomorrow morning.
I don't want him!
You try getting your stupid mate to fight your battles for you again, and you're dead. You get what I'm saying? Sammy!
Thanks, Alex. I got done by Mr. Malachay because of you. Now he thinks I'm bullying you or something. Funny would have kept hold of that stupid car this morning instead of letting Chloe and her mates take it.
I said, I didn't want you to get it back.
I'm borrowing this.
I said.
What have you gone and done that for, Baz? Now Mum's gonna kill me.
Can anyone tell me what this is?
Pornography.
And where have you been?
The maths teacher did an experiment on me.
I can play better than you with my eyes closed.
In your dreams.
Your chance to name the Grange Hill School radio station.